Hey there, this is Pete from EVL, here to talk to you about our wooden frets. So, you may have heard of these being used around. We've been making these for a few years now, and we're pretty happy with these things. This is exactly what it sounds like. This is a one-piece fingerboard where we have the frets and the fingerboard all the same material. And we use some pretty low profile frets, which is one thing that you can't do with a metal fret as far as changing the size. The size of the frets that you get from the fret wire manufacturers are the sizes you get. They come in a couple different widths. That's it. We can custom make them to different sizes. In this case, we make some very slender, narrow, and shorter frets that are very comfortable under the left hand. You can, it's not that you can barely feel them, but they are less obtrusive than a full guitar fret would be. It's much more comfortable to feel. And with the wood, you get a nice open tone. It's the same tone, it's the same materials as you would get with an open string. As you've got the string going against the wood material. Same thing when you fret. You're getting the exact same material on material. So you don't really get a change in tone on that as you would from that metal to metal interaction, that tinge, the extra brightness that you would get from that. So same tone all the way down the fingerboard in this case. Another benefit is the fact that you don't get the same string wear that you would with a metal fret. Because the metal against metal does wear more on your strings. You don't really want to replace your strings all the time, and with a properly dressed fret, you shouldn't have that. But with a wooden fret, even less of a concern. The strings are going to last significantly longer, and we do get questions about longevity of these frets. We've been making these for several years, as I've said. Haven't really had a problem with these denser woods wearing out at all. If you want to think about the other parts of this fingerboard, the fingerboard, the nut. How often have you replaced your nut or your fingerboard? Most of you, that's going to be probably never. Some of you may have replaced one of those, possibly both, the nut or the fingerboard. It's not a common thing for someone to do, and that'll be the same thing here. These can be redressed. We can dress the frets, recrown them, and just like a regular fingerboard nut, it is a replaceable item if truly necessary. Shouldn't be necessary in most cases. We do have people coming to us from our competitors, someone that might be playing a Viper or an NS or a Zeta Cantini with these metal frets, and they're finding that these wooden frets are more comfortable to their left hand. They feel better. They're less obtrusive to their playing styles, and that really is what this comes down to. If we can get to a different height, different widths than the other style of fretting can achieve, we can fine-tune these frets to what's best to the player. And for most people, we have this default fret size. Like I said, it's a little bit narrower and shorter than your standard fret. So what that achieves is something that's less obtrusive to your playing for pretty much everything except for vibrato. If vibrato is impacted by any frets, you do have to lighten up your left hand pressure a little bit. But for your general playing styles, the smaller the fret, the less obtrusive, more comfortable the playing is, and the less you have to adapt to it. You can almost just pick it up and play, just as you would without the frets. So it's a very comfortable fret, and yeah, we have these on all of our instruments, our quartets. We have them on the Dragonflies as well, 5 strings, 6 strings, whatever you like. But yeah, let us know what we can do for you. Hope to hear from you.
Thank you.